Most people eat every few hours without thinking twice about it. But what if you stopped? Not for a few hours, for a full 24. No food, just water. What would actually happen inside your body? Because the answer isn't what most people expect. And depending on your goals, whether that's weight loss, mental clarity, or just living longer, it might change how you think about food forever. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happens to your body, hour by hour, during a 24-hour fast. We're talking real physiology, not influencer claims, not bro science, just what the research actually shows. Let's start at hour 0. The moment you finish your last meal, a clock starts ticking. For the first couple of hours, your body is still in what scientists call the fed state. Your digestive system is working, your blood sugar is elevated, and your pancreas is pumping out insulin, the hormone responsible for shuttling glucose from your blood into your cells for energy. During this phase, your body has absolutely no reason to burn stored fat. It has plenty of glucose to work with, so it uses that first. Any glucose it doesn't need right away, it stores it as glycogen, basically sugar packed tightly into your liver and muscles for later. Think of glycogen as your body's short-term fuel tank. It holds roughly 400 to 500 calories worth of energy. When that tank is full, any extra gets converted to fat. This is just normal eating, nothing dramatic yet, but by around hour 3 or 4, something starts to shift. As your last meal gets digested and absorbed, your blood sugar begins to fall. Insulin drops with it. And here's where it gets interesting, because when insulin drops, it's like a signal goes out to your body. Hey, we're running low on fuel, time to tap the reserves. Your liver starts breaking down that stored glycogen and releasing glucose back into your bloodstream to keep your energy stable. This is completely normal. Your body is designed to do this seamlessly. Most people won't even feel it happening. By hour 6 or 7, if you haven't eaten, you might start to notice mild hunger. That's ghrelin, your hunger hormone, doing its job. Here's something most people don't know though. Hunger doesn't just keep rising the longer you fast. It actually comes in waves. Research shows ghrelin peaks around your normal meal times, then subsides. So if you can push through that first wave of hunger, usually 20 to 30 minutes, it often passes on its own. You're not going to feel like that for the entire 24 hours. That's one of the biggest misconceptions about fasting. In law enforcement or any other high-paced environment, going 12 hours without a real meal isn't unusual. Most people in those situations have no idea what that's actually doing to their body or their decision-making. The science explains it. By hour 8 to 12, something significant is happening. Your glycogen stores are getting low. Remember that short-term fuel tank? It's draining. And as it empties, your body has to make a decision: where do we get energy now? The answer is fat. Your fat cells, technically called adipocytes, start releasing stored fatty acids into your bloodstream. Your liver converts some of those fatty acids into molecules called ketones, which your brain and organs can use as an alternative fuel source. This shift from glucose to fat and ketones is called the metabolic switch. And for most people eating a standard diet, it takes somewhere between 12 and 18 hours of fasting to fully kick in. Now here's the thing most people miss. If you eat dinner at 7 p.m. and breakfast at 7 a.m., you've already fasted for 12 hours overnight. You're actually closer to this metabolic switch than you think every single morning. The reason intermittent fasting became so popular isn't magic. It's just a structured way to extend this window, to let your body spend more time in this fat-burning state. This is where fasting starts to feel different, in a good way. Once ketones start flowing, many people report a noticeable shift in how they feel mentally. Sharper, more focused, less foggy. That's not a placebo. Ketones are actually a very efficient fuel for the brain. Some research suggests more efficient than glucose in certain contexts. There's a reason why some neurologists are exploring ketogenic diets and fasting as potential tools for brain health. Fat burning is also ramping up significantly in this window. With insulin low and glycogen depleted, your body is primarily running on stored body fat. This is the state that makes fasting attractive for weight loss. Not some special fat-burning mode that only fasting can trigger, but a sustained period of actually accessing stored fat for fuel without interruption. Human growth hormone also starts to rise. By the 12 to 16 hour mark, studies show HGH levels can increase significantly. And growth hormone isn't just about muscle. It plays a role in fat metabolism, tissue repair, and cellular maintenance. Your body is essentially shifting from build and store mode into repair and maintain mode. And now we get to the part that most people have never heard of, but that scientists think might be one of the most important things fasting does. It's called autophagy, and it sounds like something from a sci-fi movie, but it's completely real. Autophagy, from the Greek for self-eating, is your body's cellular cleanup system. Here's how it works. Every cell in your body accumulates damaged proteins, dysfunctional organelles, and cellular debris over time. Left unchecked, this buildup contributes to aging and disease. Autophagy is the process where your cells identify this junk and break it down, recycling the components into new functional parts. Think of it like a deep clean at the cellular level. Here's why this matters. Autophagy is significantly suppressed when you eat, particularly when insulin is elevated. The process is essentially turned off, but during fasting, especially past the 16 to 18 hour mark, autophagy ramps up dramatically. This discovery was so significant that the Japanese cell biologist Yoshinori Ohsumi won the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 2016 just for figuring out how autophagy works. Researchers are now studying whether fasting-induced autophagy could play a role in reducing the risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's, metabolic diseases, and even certain cancers. We're not there yet in terms of definitive human trials, but the early science is genuinely exciting. As you approach the 24-hour mark, several more processes are in full swing. Your body is now in a state of full ketosis, or close to it. Ketone levels are elevated. Fat is your primary fuel. And your metabolic flexibility, your body's ability to switch between fuel sources, is being trained. Inflammation markers also begin to shift. Some research shows that fasting reduces levels of inflammatory compounds in the bloodstream. Chronic low-grade inflammation is increasingly linked to almost every major disease of aging: cardiovascular disease, diabetes, neurodegeneration. Anything that reduces it is worth paying attention to. Your gut is getting a break. The digestive system doesn't have to work constantly, and some researchers believe this rest period supports the diversity of your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria that influence everything from immunity to mood. And insulin sensitivity improves. Even a single 24-hour fast can meaningfully improve how responsive your cells are to insulin, which matters enormously for metabolic health and long-term diabetes risk. By hour 24, your body has gone through a complete metabolic transformation from where it started. So, should you do a 24-hour fast? That depends on who you are. If you're metabolically healthy, not pregnant, not on medications that require food, and cleared by your doctor, the research suggests it's safe and potentially very beneficial. If you have a history of disordered eating, blood sugar regulation issues, or any chronic condition, talk to a doctor first. Fasting isn't for everyone, and the research doesn't support it being universally superior to other approaches. But here's what's undeniable. Your body is remarkably well adapted to periods without food. This isn't some extreme health hack. It's how humans have lived for most of our evolutionary history. The idea that you need to eat every few hours to keep your metabolism going, that's a modern invention, heavily influenced by the food industry. Your body is capable of far more than you've been told. If you found this interesting, there's a lot more to explore. I've got videos on the science of sleep, why your metabolism changes after 35, and the supplement stack that longevity researchers are actually paying attention to. I'll see you in the next one.